Hello everybody, mainly in the UK. I was asked to say several words about Judge Mathews Wales from the Bristol District Court in the UK. I am from Israel, I am not a native speaker, and I am not an English citizen. I will describe shortly what was the crime that Judge Mathews Wales committed. I had a case against an English company in Israel. Due to corruption, I had to claim in parallel the state of Israel, and key witness was the president of the Israeli Supreme Court. In parallel, I had two cases. Finally, in the fourth appeal, in one case, Sahar Shuker, my name is Sahar Shuker, Mr. Shuker, Sahar Shuker versus the State of Israel. In the first appeal, first roll to the Supreme Court, the president of the Israeli Supreme Court, Esther Hayut, she was the justice and the key witness in the same trial. I would say it is fitting the case Dimes versus Grand Junction Canal 1852. Due to his and in parallel, Esther Hayut came to the court as a judge, me against the English company. I'm talking about everything is the same in parallel. Nobody saved me in Israel. I applied many to several people, to the police, to the ombudsman. Nothing helped me. I decided to sue the English company in the district, in the UK district, and then Judge Mathews was the judge. Although I gave all my evidence by the convention, the Apostille Convention, and the reciprocal convention between Israel and the UK, I gave Judge Mathews Wales the sue against Esther Hayut and the protocol. So it is absolutely that it is a not legal procedure due to the maxima that a judge cannot sit in his own case. He said I proved nothing. I appealed to the High Court. The High Court, after a month, another judge, Mathews, not Matthew, Mathews, his family name is Mathews, he abated my case without any hearing. It was illegal. I appealed to the Court of Appeals that said it was illegal, came back to Mathews, not Matthew, Mathews. Then they gave me a hearing with Justice Zaccaroli. I'm holding my, because I don't have battery, just a second. Okay, I am charging my cell phone. I don't want this video to stop in the end. Justice Zaccaroli was afraid to tell the truth that the president of the Israeli Supreme Court abated a case against herself, since the UK system and the Israeli system are like brothers since the mandate before 1948 that the UK conquered Palestine. And since then, there is an ally between these court systems. So he, Zaccaroli, not Matthew, Zaccaroli, said, I'm an honest person Esther Hayut abated a case against herself, and I will not have any remedy from the UK courts. This is truly the judgment. Everybody can have it from me. Furthermore, Justice Mathews refused to give permission to appeal, and Zacharoli did so too. This is the meaning that I couldn't appeal more to the Court of Appeals. Okay? 2 refuses is not possible to appeal more. If one of them give a permission to appeal, I could appeal to the Court of Appeals due to the claim that a judge cannot sit in his own case. I appealed to the European Court of Human Rights, Sar Shuker versus the UK, not the English company. And then came a judge in the name of Araman, something like this. Araman is from Armenia. And he supported the UK, said it is final. I did not give up. I complained to the human rights consultant of the UN, and I need to get an answer every day. After that, I never gave up. I appealed 4 times to the Equity Courts of Israel. So far, I lost 3 times. They didn't want to help me, although this crime is committed by the Israeli Supreme Court itself, because a judge cannot sit in his own case. The Israeli ombudsman declined me, said he has no authority to help me, also the police, and as a protest, I was a candidate to be a Supreme Court justice in Israel. In Israel, only for the Supreme Court, you do not need necessary to be a judge or a lawyer. You can claim that you are an expert in some law discipline, and I did so, and sent them my books in English and Hebrew. And then the committee did a criminal affair, because according to law, they must invite me for a personal hearing, a frontal interview, and they did not. They did not because the law regime control Israel. The parliament don't control Israel. So this is my story, and I hope I helped you. And there is a book, The Secret Barrister, was written in the UK 2018. I never read it, but I have my own book, and because I don't have any budget, and all the newspaper and the media are cooperating with personnel that can share them some profit and interests. So the poor person is never hurt. This is my story. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening to me. If you want to have any book of mine and the English version or a judgment, I might send it to you if you give email or WhatsApp.